Let's face it, social media is practically everywhere. We've got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, you name it. Everyone's posting selfies, group shots, photos of their food, and their picture-perfect lives. But there are people, maybe you know some, who never post a photo of themselves. They're constantly active online, liking posts, commenting, sharing stories, but when it comes to sharing their own image, that's a no-go. You may have asked yourself, why? Why are they hiding behind the camera? Are they simply shy, or is there something deeper at play? Today, we're diving deep into the psychology of people who never post their photos. And trust me, this isn't just about shyness or being introverted. The truth behind it might surprise you. We live in a world where social media perfection is a full-time job. From Instagram influencers to TikTok stars, everyone seems to be chasing that perfect image, polished, flawless, and always happy. But here's the thing. How many people in real life are actually living perfect lives? How many people wake up with a glow, eat healthy every day, and never have a bad hair day? For most of us, the reality is far from this curated perfection. Yet when it comes to social media, it's all about appearances. The photos we post are often heavily filtered, posed, or edited to create the illusion of perfection. So how does this affect those who don't post any photos? Well, for many, posting a photo isn't just about looking good, it's about measuring up to a standard that feels almost impossible to achieve. The pressure to look Instagram-ready can feel like a burden. For some, they may think, if I don't look a certain way, I won't fit in. That's where the fear of judgment comes in. It's not just about how they look, it's about how others will perceive them. For some, even the idea of posting a photo feels like an emotional gamble. Will people like it? Will they comment negatively? These questions are not just hypothetical. They are the real concerns people face, and that pressure is what leads them to avoid posting photos altogether. Here's where things get a bit more personal. For many people who avoid posting their photos, the issue goes far beyond aesthetics. It's about the fear of exposure. In a world where everyone is carefully curating their public image, choosing to expose yourself physically, emotionally, can feel like a vulnerability bomb ready to explode. When you post a photo of yourself, you're essentially saying, "Here I am, this is me," to a vast audience of people, and that can be terrifying. Now think about how this translates to someone who has struggled with low self-esteem or past rejection. Maybe they've experienced criticism or bullying in the past. Maybe they've been shamed for the way they look, act, or carry themselves. For them, posting a photo isn't just an act of sharing, it's an act of risking rejection. Imagine this scenario. You post a picture of yourself, your face, your expression, your body. Then in the back of your mind, a voice starts to ask, what if no one likes it? What if someone comments something hurtful? This fear of being exposure isn't just about looking good. It's about revealing your true self to a world that has often made you feel like that self isn't enough.
In countries like the US, perfectionism isn't just a personality trait, it's a cultural norm. It's the expectation that you must always be on top of your game. Whether it's your career, your appearance, or your social life, there's this constant pressure to be perfect. And this pressure intensifies in the digital age, where everything is visible and comparison is inevitable. When someone who's already struggling with low self-esteem decides to post a photo, they're confronting their deepest insecurities. What if their smile isn't bright enough? What if they look awkward in the shot? What if they don't live up to the standard of beauty or success? Perfectionism becomes a shield. For many, it's not just about the fear of not being liked, it's about the fear of being exposed as less than perfect. That's why some people prefer to hide behind the curtain of invisibility. They don't want to be vulnerable. They don't want to risk showing their true selves, especially when they've been taught that their worth depends on how they appear to others. In the age of constant digital exposure, the need for privacy is becoming more essential than ever. But privacy isn't just about not posting photos, it's about control. For people who don't post their photos, their decision to withhold their image is often rooted in the desire to control what's shared with the world. Think about it. When you post a photo, you give up control. People can comment, share, and even criticize without your permission. For someone who values privacy, that can feel like an emotional breach. They may want to participate in social media, but on their own terms. They don't want to risk exposing too much of themselves because, in a sense, they feel like the world might not respect their boundaries. Behind this behavior often lies past trauma or deep-rooted emotional wounds. People who never post photos may have internalized beliefs about their self-worth early in life. Perhaps they grew up in a household where appearance was everything. Maybe they were bullied for how they looked. Or perhaps their worth was always tied to external achievements rather than their internal value. These experiences don't disappear, they stay with us. For someone who has been made to feel unworthy, unsafe, or unlovable, posting a photo becomes an act of courage, and sometimes they simply aren't ready to take that step. It's interesting. While they avoid posting photos, people who struggle with self-image still want to be seen. They long for authentic connections, where they can be loved for who they really are, not for how they look in a picture. But here's the challenge. For some, it feels like they can't be loved unless they look perfect. But this isn't the truth. True authenticity comes when we are seen beyond our appearance, when people appreciate us for who we truly are. You don't have to be perfect to be worthy of love or admiration. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you avoid posting pictures of yourself? What makes you hesitate to share your image? Are you worried about judgment, or is it about privacy and control? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the conversation started. And if this video resonated with you, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more deep dives into human psychology.